Hey there guys, it's Arva here, bringing you the Chinese Grand Prix of my F1 2012 career with Red Bull in Season 2. If you're new to my channel, please go click my logo in the bottom left and go check out my previous content. That might persuade you to subscribe for weekly F1 2012 content. And obviously you can click the previous episode or the next episode annotations to check out any other episodes that you may have missed. So let's get on with the qualifying report. So no major casualties in Q1 or Q2 really. The Ferraris, well, maybe you could call them a big casualty, but they have been slipping up, right now in the season. So it looks like it's a big fight between Red Bull, me and Mark Webber, and the two McLarens. Lewis Hamilton obviously going very strong in our career right now. And I think just generally in everyone's careers he's been going well. I think I don't know exactly why. But the McLaren is the strongest car, I think, in this game. So starting the flying lap here in Q3. And you can see I've gone onto the prime tyres. And this is because in the race it's said to rain. And my thinking was that it might be like my last season here in China, where we started off on dry tyres and then we had to go to intermediates. So I was thinking about that. So I thought if we qualified on the prime tyres, maybe we could stretch out the first stint maybe and then pit later for the intermediates, just generally because the wear will be a lot less than the soft tyres. So we probably won't be challenging for pole because we're on primes, but hopefully maybe at least 5th place. So we're coming through these winding sections, been a good lap so far, but there's still a lot of the lap left, and there I just went a bit wide. So now, opening DRS using a tiny bit of curves, but we're going to save it obviously for that massive straight down here. And we're coming through this long right-hander. There we can see the grandstands with all the advertising. I'm not too sure how much money that company pays the Chinese track to advertise there, but it's probably a lot because you're filling a whole grandstand. So DRS wide open, use about half the curves here. Coming down, Schumacher set the fast lap. Wow, he's on pole right now. Schumacher, that is surprising. So coming through now to the last corner, just clipping the apex there on the left as well. Opening DRS now, coming through to the last corner. And now getting ready, braking early, swooping across, DRS open, curves. And let's see what sort of lap time this would be. And that gets us into 7th place. Wow, that's a bit disappointing. So 7th place there. So Schumacher is on pole currently. So maybe I'm hoping that this will pay off for later on, And right now Schumacher is on pole, Lewis Hamilton 2nd, Jenson Button 4th, Mark Webber 4th, sorry. Jean-Eric Vergne, I think I saw there, was 5th. So yeah, Jean-Eric Vergne in 5th, Nico Rosberg doing well, Sergio Perez getting above me, and keeping Raikkonen in 9th, so not too good. But the Saubers have pushed out the Ferraris, as you can see there. But I don't think the Ferraris have been performing that well this whole season, so I don't think it's a major surprise. So we're going to have to do a lot from 8th place. We're going to try and get on the podium. So it should be a good race, so let's go on to it. So we're here, 8th, Sergio Perez in front of us, and we got Raikkonen behind us, and we're starting 8th. It's starting on intermediate, so my plan has not worked out. My plan of going long on the primes has not worked out. It started raining, and it's probably going to end raining, so we're going to have to do a lot of work right now. Come to this first corner, everyone's going really slowly. Ooh, I hit my teammate Mark Webber there. Wasn't ready for that really massive decrease in speed, so we're going to go around the outside of Jenson Button this corner. And we're just going to give him enough room. Looking at Vergne and Hamilton here, and looks like Vergne's got ahead of Hamilton. So Hamilton going wide there a bit on the grass. So I'm going to go around the outside of him, and now Jean-Eric Vergne. I'm going to look up down the inside. And we're going to squeeze him out, and I'm giving him enough room. That was a fair move, and we're up to 2nd. So we've done a lot in the first few corners, and now we're 2nd. We need to chase down Schumacher. Schumacher's kind of sprinting away right now. So we're just kind of controlling the race, I think, really, because it's really wet, and I'm still yet to really get the wet conditions completely down on this game. They still crop up a few surprises. So just going to take it nice and cautiously around these corners. Obviously, I know I usually, in the wet, you're meant to kind of stay off the apexes, but I like to, be quite aggressive. So I do go on the apexes and over, corners where necessarily it's not the best in the wet. So I can't really blame the game for, getting me in a few bad situations with, spinning around and such things like that. So we're looking at Schumacher now. We're quite close to him, but Vern is right next to us, and I'm quite surprised the Toro Rossos are doing so well. And also another surprise is the HRTs. I believe one of you commented, I think it was the Australian Grand Prix, I think one of you commented that in your one the Mauritius were doing well. So it seems like Codemasters have got some weird sort of evolution performance thing. But it was weird when I tweeted one of the dev guys, oh god, going wide there onto the grass as I'm talking. So yeah, I tweeted one of the dev guys at Codemasters, and I put a picture up of the Australian Grand Prix result saying Chris Gain got a point. And he was like, oh, that's weird, that shouldn't be happening on Legendary, maybe there was a crash. There was a crash in Australia, but even in Malaysia, the two HRTs are up into like 12th and 14th, so really I don't think Codemasters even intended for that weird evolution performance to happen. So getting back to the race now, and Schumacher's getting a lead on us, and I'm just kind of going wide on most of these corners, not really getting the grip that I want, and Vern is still very much behind us, so you can see there by the proximity arrows. And it seems like this Red Bull, much like in real life, it is dominant when it's at the front, but right now, here in second, the guy in front of me is just pulling away, it seems, and I think, it's kind of good for Codemasters to make it realistic like that. It makes my job a bit harder if I don't qualify on pole. So quite annoyed that plan that I tried did not work out. But yeah, you have to take those risks, and obviously, it's a 25% race, so maybe I made the best of it. I got up to second here, so pretty good. I'm not too sure we can catch first actually. So we're chasing down Schumacher, but well, when I say chasing, not really actually chasing. We're kind of leading a train here. So now this is where I've cut to lap 13, guys, and you know what that means. It's been quite a boring race. Schumacher's gained such a lead on me. 12 seconds really does show how this Red Bull is just not very good when it's behind a car, and just doesn't have that actual speed. And that's how Red Bull kind of go for Grand Prix. They have that sort of angle of attacking a race, which is qualifying on pole, getting out that DRS zone, and then controlling it. Their car is fast when they are not being caught with DRS, but when they are, it's just not working out. And I've been harried by Hamilton basically the whole time. Vern dropped back, so Hamilton's only a second and a half behind me, and he has been pretty much that since, I think, lap 4. So you haven't missed much, really. A few times I had to go wide a bit on a few corners because it was getting very tricky. Though apart from that, nothing really missed. Schumacher is probably stormed out, and as you can see there on the mini-map, he's nowhere to be seen until now. He's already gone round that right-hand corner, and Hamilton is really getting close to me now. The others have backed off a bit. Mark Webber there in, 5th, I think. So, an okay showing for us as a Red Bull team. But obviously Hamilton's right there, and I don't know where Button is, but hopefully we'll still be ahead in the Constructors. So I don't know if Hamilton has DRS yet. He was 1.5 before the corner, so he might have caught some up. But in this braking zone, the tyres, as you can see, they're very yellow and orange. So getting to the end of the lifespan, going wide there a bit onto the runoff area, and Hamilton has taken me. As in this game, if you go on the runoff area, it slows down your acceleration. So Hamilton has taken me there, but I've got some speed left. I'm going to use curves. I'm not going to back down. And Hamilton, I'm going to press him now, going round on the left. And right now I'm ahead of him, but going to the first corner, I'm going to have to be careful. And I'm going to squeeze him. I'm going to go around the inside of this corner, and I've squeezed him out. So I think I may have even pushed Hamilton off the track a tiny bit there. But I felt it was a fair move, really. I squeezed him on the inside, and really, you should have backed out of it. I'm talking like it's real life, but obviously it's a game. You know, they're not going to realise the AI aren't that intelligent. But if it was a real person, you know, you would have you know, had the common sense to back out of the challenge. So now Vern is behind us now, and he's a fair bit behind us, 4 seconds. So it looks like we're going to have to nurse this car to second place. As you can see, their tyres really orange, yellow, and yeah. So it's just me controlling race really. Bit disappointed of not being able to catch Schumacher, and I thought this would have been a really exciting race. It was definitely a good race last season in my career mode, but this one's just been kind of droughted with rain. Pretty much the same as last year, except last year was a bit different because we all started on primes, not prime, sorry, dry tyres, and then I got out into the lead because everyone pit stop randomly, and then I kind of just tried to control it, but it kind of failed. And again, if you're new to my channel, please go check that out by clicking my logo, and you can see the playlist of Series 1 of this career mode. So coming across there, just a bit of a corner cut there, non-intentional. But there you go, Michael Schumacher has won the race, first time in this career mode in this season, and I believe also of the whole career as well. So we're coming through into second, and so it's some good points, really disappointed though, and there you go, I've got that red helmet. As I've said before, I'm going to do a Sebastian Vettel. I'm going to change my helmet every time I win a race. So I haven't won this race, so I'm going to keep this red helmet for the next race, Bahrain Grand Prix, and once I win a race, hopefully it will be sooner rather than later, I can retire that red helmet. So there, Michael Schumacher has won. Lewis Hamilton, where is he? I think he missed him. But Jenson Button down 13th, really bad for him. And let's see there. Felipe Massa, wow, 21st. And Chris Kane there, somewhere in 14th, I think that was. So there we have it. I'm still first in driver's title. Michael Schumacher is now second. I've got a 21 point lead to him, so that's pretty good. And in the constructors, we're still ahead, only by 29. Me and Mark Webber doing a good job at this race, best we could. And hopefully it'll be a better race next time in Bahrain. Hopefully I can retire this red helmet that I've chosen. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. I've been Arafat, and I'll see you next time for the Bahrain Grand Prix.